We all love women in sports. There's just something very pleasing about it. However, in sports, things tend to go wrong quite often. We already know women wear tight-fitting clothes that can sometimes result in disasters, from peeing on stage. But before we get into that, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Number 11. Daria Gavrilova. A tennis player, Daria Gavrilova, had an embarrassing slip of the tongue while discussing her comeback win on Friday night, leaving the Australian Open crowd laughing. This is what she had to say about her third-round victory over French player Kristina Mladenovic. When she realized the connotation of her comment, she was very embarrassed, but it was already too late.
Win this game, I'm done. So I'm good from behind.
The crowd instantly started laughing, and a cameraman was fortunate enough to record the funny moment. Miss Gavrilova looked shocked and covered her mouth with her hands as she blushed. Everyone makes honest mistakes, so we can't really blame her. Number 8. Venus Williams. Well, there's certainly no need to explain who Venus Williams is. After all, she's one of the most successful female athletes the world has ever seen. Not only her skill, but she's also very famous for her amazing dresses. Every time she steps onto a Grand Slam court for the first time, spectators are eager to see what outfit she's wearing. The American star forced everyone into a double take during 2010 Australian Open when her dress went up during a match. At first glance, it appeared that the older Williams sister was wearing nothing under the said dress, but upon keener observation and possibly to the disappointment of every male fan in view, it was discovered that she was wearing tights that matched her skin color. As if that wasn't bad enough, she wore the same color on her chest, giving the appearance of a very low neckline. Then the idea was to wear shorts that were like the same color as my skin, she said after the game. It works very well, apparently. Number 7. Gillian Cook. They say there's no such thing as bad publicity, and bobsleigh star Gillian Cook admits her notorious wardrobe malfunction has earned her an army of fans and a few marriage proposals. It began with an unforgettable experience at the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver, then continued with a crash course, in the literal sense of the word, in bobsleigh driving. Gillian Cook's super tight all-in-one split as she bent over just seconds before jumping into the bobsleigh with her teammate. Despite being so suddenly exposed to the chilly air, she appeared to be unaware of what had happened. The official behind her, however, was very aware. Later footage shows him trying to stifle his giggles as her black G-string is displayed. Interested to know what the top 5 will be? Make sure you watch until the end. Number 6. Colombian cycling team. Remember those NBA bun-hugging shorts of the 1980s? How dreadful were they? And the singlets high school wrestlers pull on? Downright ugly. Women's beach volleyball uniforms? They leave too little to the imagination given all the jumping they do. But none of these, or any other sports uniforms, hold a candle to these uniforms of the Colombian women's cycling team. The women revealed the kits, as they're called, during the tour of Tuscany in Italy in 2014. When photos hit social media, people were outraged. The flesh-colored translucent uniforms feature red, yellow, and white, but in the very place where opaque would have been best, it's nude. The final look is so appalling. Twitter has flagged the photo as sensitive material. Who designed the uniforms has not been revealed, but what may be more disturbing is that the women seem to be okay with what they're wearing. They're even smiling in the photos. Number 5. Gabriela Sabo. True sports fans know Gabriela Sabo for her amazing records on the running track. Sabo was a Romanian long-distance runner who won 3 Olympic medals at the 1996 and 2000 Summer Games. However, she is also known for the worst sporting fail and collision in sporting history when she collided with a long jumper. It was all caught live on camera. After a race, Sabo was trying to cheer up the stadium and walked across the long jump track without realizing that an athlete was charging towards her in the middle of her row. The long jump only realized he's about to take down Sabo right at the very last second, so he just gave up. Also, check out the guy in the orange hoodie. His reaction is priceless. Number 4. Georgia Leah. Brisbane dancer Georgia Leah, 19, was probably the most famous person in the world on the day of the Commonwealth Games opening ceremony in 2018. Leah was getting changed while others held towels around her before bending to run underneath one. As she ducked, her purple dress slid up, putting her bare bottom on display for a live audience of 35,000 people and a broadcast audience of 1.5 billion. And the worst part, or the best, is all that happened during the opening ceremony display. At the very second, a camera zoomed in on her exposed backside. Later on Instagram, she laughed off the incident, joking, "It's all behind me now." That's some way of taking care of the critics. Twitter users lit up over the spectacle and proceeded to share videos and pictures of the event with followers. Number 3. Stephanie Gilmore. 5-time women's world surfing champion Stephanie Gilmore is a natural on the waves, but it seems she's not immune from the occasional swimsuit malfunction. The 25-year-old donned a slick black one-piece for a Vogue shoot at Sydney's Bondi Beach back in 2014, but almost came unstuck as her one-piece slid down, revealing more than she intended. She proved a good sport and giggled away as she swiftly pulled the top back over her bust. She later switched outfits like a pro and showed off her skills for the camera. The Miss Vogue was beaming as she splashed around with fellow surfer and model Ellie Jean Coffey. It's not the first time Gilmore has laid herself bare. A year before, the Aussie Babe made the headlines when she appeared in a racy marketing campaign for surf brand Roxy. She was slammed for the provocative ad, with critics claiming it sexualized female athletes in a sport that has been fighting for gender equality. Number 2. Ice skating malfunctioning. Russian ice dancer Ekaterina Rubleva made the headlines in 2009 when she accidentally exposed her breast at the European Figure Skating Championship.
Решил, что должно получиться.
Rubleva and her partner Ivan Sheffer were demonstrating their compulsory dance when the strain on the skater's backless pink dress unexpectedly tore, baring her right breast. The mishap, however, didn't prevent the athletes from finishing the routine, with Rubleva becoming the main newsmaker on that evening. Number 1. Rosa Mendez. During an episode of WWE Main Event on the WWE Network, wrestling fans got a lot more than they bargained for. A tag team match took place between 4 of the divas who will be present on the second season of Total Divas. Summer Rae and Layla took on the tandem of Natalya and the exhilarating Rosa Mendez. In a bit of a mishap, Layla grabbed Rosa's tights as she tried to re-enter the ring. What followed was a quick butt slip from Miss Mendez. This must be said, Mendez's backside has to be the shiniest pair of buns we've ever seen. That's it for today, folks. Which one of these moments do you think was the most awkward and funny? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.